everybody, welcome to Bremerton Memorial Stadium, home of the Bremerton Knights. Well, the Port Angeles Rough Riders are in town. They take on the Bremerton Football Knights. The Bremerton Football Knights last week coming up big over Decatur, a big victory for the Knights, and according to head coach Nate Gillen, well, it's the rebuilding time is over. The hours of sand to the hourglass have all fallen through, and it's time for the Bremerton Knights to contend here in 2010. Well, the national anthem has been played by the Bremerton Rotary Band, and both teams are lined up on their respective 20-yard lines, and we're just about ready to get underway here at the Lights Friday Night Football on your Kitsap Sun.com game of the week. Presented by Peninsula Subaru and Suzuki and Triumph Motorcycles. Remember, Peninsula Subaru is closed on Sunday for a family day, and of course, home of the free oil change for life. That is Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. And presenting tonight's ball game, Bremerton Knights. You can feel the hype here in the crowd. Still people filing in here to Bremerton Stadium. Rain coming down, 68 degrees on the way to the ballpark. And it's muggy outside, but a perfect night for football. A very light rain coming down as the lights are on. The crowd is pumped up. You can hear the enthusiasm as both the Port Angeles Rough Riders and the Bremerton Knights have been rebuilding over the years. It is time now for the Bremerton Knights to contend as the Bremerton without wide receiver Saban Perigo tonight. What a blow that will be to the offense as he hurt his shoulder here this last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the 20th anniversary of the Knights.
All right, well, Saban Perigo will not be playing for tonight, but he nonetheless, he'll be missed in the offense for Bremerton Knights. Cal Kennedy will be leaned on a little more tonight as, again, Saban Perigo will be out of action. The Bremerton Knights, their captains, coming out on the field now. Sean Hall will come out there tonight as a team captain. Max Hayes will come out there as well. Also coming out, Kyle Kennedy and Matt Noel will come out as the captains to meet at midfield along with the referees tonight. But the Bremerton Knights last week playing Decatur, well, he came from behind down 21-12, came down and almost scored that well defensively and offensively to blow away the Decatur Gators last week. 25 seconds before we get things rolling here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Hello everybody, I'm Kevin Mack, and we are here for the Kitsap Sun.com game of the week, presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. Well, back in the day, 1990, a lot of Nate Gillen, head coach, played for the Bremerton Knights. All the big names, Don Heinrich, played for the Bremerton Knights. Of course, we all remember David Joyner back in the day for the Bremerton Knights, and Tony Bodie also as well. And the old are out, the new are in, and here we are about ready to go. The coin toss in center field. And both teams will shake hands, and we're just about ready for Friday Night Football underneath the lights. The captains will come off. You can feel the excitement here at Bremerton Stadium.
Tonight's game is a prostate cancer awareness game.
And you'll see on the field they'll be using tonight the blue flags will be tossed by the referees tonight, representing prostate cancer. And as they were over at Silverdale Stadium, as I left Silverdale Stadium, you hear more expanded coverage at ISPNsports.com. Right now, finishing up the game is Central Kitsap taking on the Shelton High Climbers. When I left there at halftime, it was a 12-0 ball game. The Cougars were on top. The Port Angeles Rough Riders will kick off the football. Jordan will be back deep for the Bremerton Knights. Also back for the Bremerton Knights, we see will be Michael Lawrence. 12 minutes are on the clock. Now we're ready to roll. The Rough Riders will kick off from the 40-yard line. And here we go. We're underway. Over-end kick. Will land around and go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And the blue flag will be on the field once again the blue flags tonight representing prostate cancer awareness. Bremerton Knights will take over a great field position as they apply the penalty at the kickoff. That went out of bounds. The ball rolled out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, and they'll tack on the illegal procedure from there, and then move the football ball all the way out to the 35-yard line.
Ball was kicked out of bounds.
And they'll spot the football there. Knights now come to center.
Knights will have a 1st and 10.
Split wide receivers for the Bremerton Knights. 2 wide receivers set. Offset formation backfield. Marking out the signals of the quarterback. The hand off near side. Hands off to Kennedy, it looks like, and he'll get stuffed at the line of scrimmage for up to a gain of a yard on the play. So second down and 10 for the Bremerton Knights.
Make sure you apologize for the polls. It'll be interrupting.
Up here from our vantage point on top here at the home side, we have some poles that may get in your way from time to time. Here's a handoff by the quarterback out to the left side. He'll break a couple tackles, get out to the edge. It's probably knocked down after a gain of 6 on the play. Kyle Kennedy tries the left side. Third down and 4 for Bremerton. Caden Thomas in the quarterback. I formation backfield for the Knights. Digging in defensively at the Rough Riders. Now here's an inside handoff. And he'll spin a rubble across the third. Across the first down marker for the first down for Bremerton. So nice pick up on the play by the Bremerton Knights. So hurrying to the line of scrimmage now will be the Knights. Again, split wide receiver set, I formation backfield. Here he goes back, a handoff over the left side. Again, handing out the football to Kyle Kennedy, the 5'11", 215-pound senior for the Knights. Smack dab almost in the middle of the field now. Ball placed at the 50-yard line. We'll call it second down now and 8 for Bremerton. Just crossed the 50-yard line. First trip in the Rough Rider territory. Second down and 8. Man in motion. They'll pitch to the near side. They pitch it to Michael Lawrence. Tries to get to the outside and cannot do it. He is dropped down back to the original line of scrimmage at the 48-yard line. It'll be third and long for the Bremerton Knights. Time ticking away here, 9:54 to go here in the first quarter. No score, just getting underway. Knights first possession of the football game, and they pick themselves up a first down. Now have themselves a long third down and 9. Operating from the near hash mark, going in motion is Matt Knoll. They'll turn in try the left side, and nothing doing. The Rough Rider defense stiffens. No gain on the play. It'll be a flag tossed on the play. Once again, you may experience some pulls in the way from our vantage point here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Holding will be called against the Knights on the play. Rain continues to come down, but not a very hard rain, just a big heavy shower, if you will, on a very humid night here in Bremerton. Crowd getting out here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium, and they will decline the penalty to the Rough Riders. It'll be fourth down for the Knights. Have to punt the football away.
Penalty will be 4th and 9 for the Knights.
So Bremerton will have to punt the football away. Deep man back for Bremerton. Or for Port Angeles, rather. Down to Bremerton Knights will punt the football away. Those drifters all the way back. The punt off by Deidre Harris. That will be kickoff. Fumble on the play. Jeff Christian Porter fumbles the football. And Kyle Kennedy will pounce on the football for Bremerton. So Bremerton will get the football back. A great field position now at the 15-yard line. Hand off to the near side. Running back will power his way through. Kyle Kennedy, the ball carrier. We'll pick up about 4, perhaps 5 on the play, depending on the spot. The football now will be placed short of the 10-yard line on the 11-yard line. Bremerton will go and huddle now, checking in for the Bremerton Knights. It'll be Dedrick Harris, the 5'9", 180-pound senior for the Knights. Thomason puts a man in motion. They'll try the right side. Kyle Kennedy, the ball carrier, and he is stepped on the play. And quickly getting there was the Port Angeles defense. Third down now for Bremerton. We'll call it 5. Operating now for the Rough Rider 10-yard line. 8:07 to go here in the first quarter. Time ticking away. Bremerton's second possession now, and they had to punt the football away just moments ago, but it was coughed up by Port Angeles. Here's an inside handoff, right tackle, and Kennedy the ball carrier one more time, and one more time the defense for the Rough Riders was there. It was Nathan Christian in on the tackle for the Rough Riders. Peering into the sidelines is Kaden Tomlinson, the 5'7", 160-pound sophomore. They'll bring the troops to center, lone step back. 2 wide receivers to the far side. They'll send 1 man in motion. They'll hand off, second man through. They'll hand off this time. Kyle Kennedy, who bounces off a tackle and veers to the side. It was just short of the first down marker. He may have picked up the first down. Effort that time by Kennedy. It appeared that he may have been stopped. And then he was able to bounce off. It looks like they may call an official timeout to measure for the football. Again, this Friday night, Kitsap Sun Game of the Week is brought to you by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles and Port Orchard. Again, they are closed on Sunday for Family Day, so if you want to get yourself a new Subaru or a Triumph motorcycle, you have to do that Monday through Saturday, and that is Peninsula Subaru bringing you this game of the week. We'll measure this one with the chains, and we'll see how close they get. 4th down, showing on the marker right now, as they will set the chains and mark the spot. And it's a first down for Bremerton. So Bremerton will pick up the first down. First down and goal for the Knights now at the 5-yard line. It's a steady dose of Kyle Kennedy on his second drive by the Bremerton Knights. Kaden Thomason now will bring the troops to center. And they'll run the chains back to the far side of the field. Bremerton Knights stole in their first drive, punted the football away. The ball was fumbled on the punt. And the Knights pounded off it. Now they have a first down and goal at the 5-yard line. There's an inside handoff dancing away for would-be tacklers. And now swarmed on. And they'll finally bring him down. Tomlinson, the ball carrier, and nothing trying as he tried the right side, and the swarm of the defense for the Rough Riders were there. Second down and goal for the Knights. 6:56 to go here in the first quarter. Packed house here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. $12-0 was your score over at CK Stadium at halftime. The Cougars ahead of Sheldon. And of course, on ISPNSports.com, you catch game 2. Just about to get underway here in about 15-20 minutes or so. It's the Buccaneers taking on the Trojans. Here's the Knights and the Rough Riders hand off to the right side. They hand off to Kennedy, try to bulldoze his way. They can't bring him down, and they'll finally wrestle him out of bounds. Third and go for the Knights, perhaps a pickup of 2. Just got back to the line of scrimmage, said Kyle Kennedy. Third down for the Knights, and goal. Thomason, the quarterback, Kyle Kennedy in the backfield. They'll split Dedrick Harris off to the left side. A wide receiver to their side. Harris will go in motion. They'll try the right side. Head out to Harris, and he will not get in. A blue flag will come in flying on the play.
G. Harris on the run.
D.J. Harris tried the right side, stuffed again by a very resilient Port Angeles Rough Rider defense. See what the call is. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line. And the call will go against the Rough Riders. Now talking over the team captain, Nick Torres. And not Nick Torres, rather, they'll talk it over with Sean Hall. The blue flags again representing the awareness of prostrate cancer. They'll march the penalty off and they'll mark the ball just around the 4-yard line. 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. No score here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Second possession for the Knights. Marching the line of scrimmage is Thomason.
Ball placed inside the 5-yard line.
D.J. Harris split far to the left. Thomas Gardner split to the near side. I formation backfield. Kyle Kennedy to deep back. Thomason now will roll to his left, hand out to Kennedy and try the left side. Try to break outside and is tripped up on the play.
Kyle Kennedy on the carry, no gain on the play. Taken out by number 21, Tyler Gray.
Tyler Gray on the tackle for the Rough Riders. On the play, be 4th down for Bremerton. You'll see if they elect to go forward or try to kick the field goal. The ball spotted around the 10-yard line. Kyle Kennedy will come out. 4th down and goal for the Bremerton Knights. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. And a timeout will be called to the Bremerton Knights. Once again, a reminder, this broadcast of Friday Night Football Arlington Lights is brought to you by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. Home of the free oil change for life. We're here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Stadium reminds you a lot of perhaps Husky Stadium, with the water down at the north end of the football stadium. Open-end arena, and of course last year, courtesy of Robin Wade and the Kitsap Pumas, putting in a visual scoreboard in the north end of the end zone. Also some new seats, aluminum seating has been placed on the west side of the Bremerton Memorial Stadium to house more people for football for the Kitsap Pumas. And of course, the Olympic College Rangers soccer team plays here. Boy, they're off to a good start. James Ritchie, assistant coach of the Pumas and head coach of the Olympic College Rangers, has them going in the right direction. Beth Donnelly for the volleyball program also has the Olympic College Rangers off in the right direction. Gigi Harris will check back into the ball game for the Bremerton Knights. Knights will go for it on 4th down. 4th and goal for the Knights. Thomason will put Harris in motion. Roll to the near side, makes the pass, looks for the end zone, has it picked off! Picked off on the play by Ricky Porter. Big to fit the stand by the Port Angeles Rough Riders.
Intercepted by Wheeler in the end zone.
Correct, sir, Wheeler.
The 8-yard line.
Colin Wheeler with the interception. Rolling the near side was Tomlinson. Had a man wide open, but Wheeler stepped right in front of it and thwarted the second drive of the night for the Bremerton Knights, this time on 4th and goal. Now the Port Angeles Rough Riders will set up for their second opportunity on offense. Quarterback will mark out the signals down for the Rough Riders. Defense jumps, now a turn and hand off. And the defense there, the quarterback Keenan Walker, will turn and hand off. And the Bremerton Knights there defensively for the stop. Second down and 10, no gain on the play. 4:44 and ticking here in the first quarter. Bremerton Knights, 2 offensive tries and had a big gainer. Now they get down and they could not punch it in on 4 trips inside the 10-yard line. Rough Riders come up with a football on the interception. Gray night, but humid. Shotgun formation for Port Angeles. They'll bark out the signals now. Lone step back to the backfield. They'll turn and hand off. They'll keep the quarterback. Will keep it himself. Keenan Walker, they'll try the right side and pick up about 5 yards on the play. But Keenan Walker decides to take it himself. Third down, let's call it a 6-yard gain. Third down and 4. Maybe that's a long 5 for the Rough Riders. Again, shotgun formation for Walker. Keenan Walker will bark out the signal, send a man in motion to the near side. Knights will shift their defense. Port Angeles still barking out the signal now. Now turn and Walker will keep it himself, take the right side, spin off a tackler, and power drive his way across the 20-yard line for the Port Angeles first down on the play. 3:45 to go here as the clocks have stopped as they'll move the chains here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium as the rain continues to come down. They'll score in the football contest. Hurry up offense down by Walker. Lone setback, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side of the football stadium. Walker and Elviston again a man in motion. This time Walker will look to himself. He'll get the left tackle. He'll handle it. To 40, 35, to 5, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. A big play. It's Cody Sullivan, 79 yards. Full scamper for the touchdown, just like that, the Port Angeles Rough Riders. It looked like he had him down, but he squirmed to the middle, cut up to the near hash mark, and down the sidelines for the Rough Rider touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. Hold the phone. And they will pick up the flag. The touchdown by Sullivan is good for a 79-yard touchdown scamper for Cody Sullivan. And the Rough Riders, on their second possession, have taken the lead over Bremerton. Almost could feel the air come right out of the crowd here at Bremerton as soon as he bust that one down the sideline. Nice job by Sullivan, who stiff-armed the would-be tackler for the Bremerton Knights. The final breakaway for the touchdown. And down the near sideline, looks like they'll try to kick the extra point. So Jesse Hansen should have kicked the extra point. The spot, the boot is up. And no good. So the 79-yard touchdown run by Cody Sullivan. There were 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Port Angeles Rough Riders on top of the Bremerton Knights, 6-0. You're listening to the KitsUpSun.com high school football game of the week, brought to you by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles, home of the free oil change for life. Bremerton Knights band now sparks in and chimes in on the fun here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. The Bremerton Knights will come back on the field. They'll toss 2 men deep. Back to return will be Torrance Jordan. And Hansen will kick off for the Rough Riders. 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. And here we go. The Knights are set to return to kickoff. 3 men deep. Line drive kickoff, taking it to the 10-yard line. And taking it for the Bremerton Knights was Michael Lawrence as he gets the line drive. He slips on this wet turf as he tried to make a move, and they'll take the football on their own 13-yard line. Third possession for the Bremerton Knights. Turned away at the goal line by the Port Angeles Rough Rider defense. Their last possession for the Bremerton Knights. First down and goal for Bremerton. Andrew Shadle will try the near side. And a handoff over the left side, and nothing doing for the Bremerton Knights. They say maybe you fumbled the football. We'll see. And Port Angeles says they can come up with the football, but the Bremerton did jump back on the football. Of course, Andrew Shadle, you'll see him back in a Bremerton Knight basketball uniform here one more time. A big reason they were able to get to the state playoffs. Of course, Terrell Flora, who signed with Seattle University, who has moved on. Andrew Shadle moving on to be a big part of the Bremerton Knights basketball team. They'll sit a man in motion now. Tomlinson will hand off over to Kyle Kennedy. He'll spin off the tackle, he'll break away. And is dragged down to the 28-yard line. Michael Lawrence, the ball carrier, excuse me. And it's finally dragged down. So a big gain by Michael Lawrence. Michael Lawrence, also a basketball player for Bremerton Knights. Now wearing the pads in the blue and gold for the Bremerton Knights. Rick Riders wearing their white uniforms. On top, 6-0 over the Knights. 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. And ticking. Thomason will bark out the signals down where he's sent. Will turn the pitch, and here's trying to, again, the Lord. They try the sideline. And again, this time Kennedy will power drive his way across. Out to about the 40-yard line, but a blue flag on the play. Holding will be called against Bremerton. Again, the blue flag you see on the football field, representing prostate cancer awareness. 1:57 as the clock will stop. They'll march the football back. Got a nice drive, a nice powerful drive, and run by Kyle Kennedy. Kevin Mack here. The Kitsap Sun Game of the Week. Thanks for tuning in to the KitsapSun.com Game of the Week, brought to you by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. They're closed on Sundays for family days, so you have Monday through Saturday. You get yourself a new Subaru or Triumph motorcycle. Now Thomason now will bring the troops to center. That will go underneath center. 3 wide receivers left side. They'll pitch over to Kennedy left side. Gets a block in your head. Tries to get out to the edge of the hill. At the 35-40. They drag down there. 19-yard pickup for Kyle Kennedy on the play. Like Troy Martin on the tackle for Port Angeles. Sets up a short second down for the Bremerton Knights. 1:30 and ticking now here in the first quarter. Thomason now will bring the troops to center. Kennedy will be the deep back. Lawrence, the up back, high formation. 2 wide receivers set for the Knights. They'll hand off to Kennedy. Michael Lawrence will lead the way. Kennedy will spring back to the end of 50. A 45-40. It's finally still got around. Nice pick up on Kyle Kennedy. They'll set the first down for the Bremerton Knights. So Bremerton, on their third possession, marching down the field one more time. Good run by Kyle Kennedy. No flags on the play. Ball placed now at the 39-yard line of Port Angeles. Thomason will bring the trip to center. Low and set back. 2 wide receivers split. Receiver to shotgun is Lawrence. Now he'll go to the far side. They'll turn and block. Harris will block. Now get Lawrence out there, but he cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. Swarming in quick pursuit as Thomason kept the football himself. And finally knocked out of bounds. Troy Martin was also there on defense for Port Angeles. A loss on the play. Second down, and we'll call it 13 for Bremerton with 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Thomason underneath center now. 2 wide receivers split. Third hand off to Kennedy. Michael Lawrence will lead the way. Pardon me, they hand off to Deidre Harris. Couldn't quite get his footing as Harris. That game was brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That brings us to the end of
That's the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Port Angeles Rough Riders on top, 6-0. You're listening to Friday Night Football on KidsUpSun.com, presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the high school football game of the week, presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles, home of the free oil change for life on all new vehicles. Well, 12 minutes on the clock, 6-0 is your score. The Port Angeles Rough Riders on top of the Bremerton Knights. Bremerton with the football now going from our right to our left. Tomlinson, the quarterback. Three wide receivers split to the far side. Tomlinson will turn and hand off to the first man, and the fumble on the play. He may have been down, but they ruled a fumble, and the Rough Rider football is coming out before it went down. But the Bremerton Knights now turn the football over. North Mason over North Kitsap, 6-0. So my alma mater, way to go, North Mason Bulldogs. My alma mater up over the Vikings, 6-0. CK routed Shelton 47-7 in game one of the ISPandSports.com doubleheader. Olympic and Kingston will square off, also of our ISPandSports.com doubleheader here on KidsUpSun.com. Game of the week presented by Peninsula Subaru, 6-0 Port Angeles. Quarterback Creeper. They're cut up the middle, bounce off some tacklers. This Keno Walker and power drive his way for 15, maybe 16 yards. As Keno Walker.
39-yard line.
The Keno Walker, boy, he's a big load. 6 foot, 201 pounder. A junior for Port Angeles. Bouncing like a pinball off at the Bulldog, at the Bremerton Knights defenders, pardon me. High formation, shotgun. High Port Angeles, block will bark out and singles, 2 wide receivers set. Nelson, a man in the slot, Cody Sullivan. And he'll hand up right up the middle. And a nice run on the play. And a nice run that time by Port Angeles.
Mikey Lawrence with a tackle for the night.
Just getting underway here in the second half. 6-0 Port Angeles. They're driving down the field one more time. Keno Walker, the quarterback. Shotgun formation as the man in the backfield. 4 wide receivers set. Now turn the hand off the first man through. Here's the line of scrimmage. It's Kyle Drive. And finally brought down. Maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage is Nathan Christian. The 5'10", 194 pounds bowling ball senior for Port Angeles. Now they're going to try to speed up the offense down to Keno Walker. And junior will bark out the signal again. Shotgun formation. Christian in the backfield. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. Walker will bark out the signals. Now send a man in motion. And if whistles will blow and the flags will fly. And we'll see what the call is in the blue hankies on the field representing prostate cancer awareness. False start against Port Angeles.
A 5-yard penalty.
So a 5-yard penalty called against the Rough Riders. 6-0, 10:33 to go, first half. Rain falling on the turf here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. And referee almost forget to pick up his blue hanky. Steps on it, picks it up, and stuffs it into his britches. Keaton Walker now with 3 wide receivers in set. 1 lone setback. Walker will bark out the signals, down turn, and take the hand. Directs the roll to the left side. Funny man wide open. In and out of hands of Cody Sullivan. Pass considered for Sullivan, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 3rd down and 16 for the Rough Riders. Kevin Mack here for the Kitsap Suns. Game of the week. And it's a good one. So far here in the first half, 10-10 to go here in the second quarter. And the Rough Riders on top, 6-0. Walker now again will bark out the single. Cowbells will ring here at the stadium. A high snap for Walker. And again, false start. Appears to be the call on the Rough Riders. Unraveling here in a 3rd and long situation. So another penalty will move the Rough Riders back. Be 3rd down and about 20 for Port Angeles. Last week, the Bremerton Knights, trailing Decatur, exploded. And came back to beat Decatur. Right now, no points on the board. Beating him defensively on the Bremerton Knights. Walker now, barking at the signal. 4 wide receivers in the padding for Walker back to pass. The defense Knights come in. He escapes and Walker gets across the 40, 45. And a good one by Walker gets down the Bremerton Knights 35-yard line. The 30-yard line, they'll call it. It'll be 4th and 6 for Port Angeles. Keaton Walker goes back to pass. Had good blocking ahead of him. And then the pressure in the pocket collapsed. He stepped up and ran. And Walker, it almost picks up the 1st down. It's 4th down now, and we'll call it 8 yards for Walker. 3 wide receivers in the pattern for Walker. Barking out the signals, now set a man in motion. Walker will turn the hand off. The Sullivan tries left side. It is very close to a 1st down, but he will be short of the 1st down. And the Bremerton Knights will take over. Good defense by the Bremerton Knights. They tried Sullivan over the left side. Bremerton Knights bent but did not break. It's a 6-0 ball game. And they take over again on offense. 4th offensive possession now for the Bremerton Knights. Thompson now will bring the troops to center. They'll send a man in motion. They'll hand off to Kennedy. He'll rumble ahead for a couple yards.
Kennedy with a carry gain of 2 on the play.
Call it a 2-yard gain. As you notice, the young man running on a football with a towel. They'll take the new one, and they'll bring in a new one underneath the towel, and they'll hand it off and wipe off the new football. Keep the footballs dry here in a wet evening. See the breath come out of the backfield for the Knights. I formation. Thompson will hand off to Kennedy one more time. He stumbles trying to cross the initial line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He's 3rd down and 8 for the Bremerton Knights. 8:34 and ticking here in the first half of action. 6-0 Port Angeles. Tomorrow from 10 to noon on ISPSports.com, catch This Week in High School Football. And some highlights and interviews from the C.K. Sheldon game and Something Olympic Kingston game. Like the pass now is Thomas in which deep and overthrows his intended receiver. Tried to get the ball out to Andrew Shadle. It overthrew. Shadle incomplete. The 4th down for Bremerton. With 8:04 to go here in the first half. As darkness has now fallen in Bremerton. In north part of the field, you can see the new stadium scoreboard. They added to the top of the regular Normal scoreboard there.
For the Riders.
Bremerton will punt the football away, one man deep for Port Angeles. Nestled in on his own 40-yard line. The punt will roll and roll and roll, get a Bremerton night bounce and roll all the way to the 31-yard line. Nice punt by Deidre Harris.
31-yard line. Port Angeles have a first and 10.
So a nice punt, 50-yard punt by Deidre Harris. And the Rough Riders will take over and get on offense. Kevin back here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Welcome everybody to the broadcast. What a game we got going on here in the heavy rain mist, if you will. Come down and shower. Literally almost a shower, like 68 degrees on the way to the stadium. Barking out the offense now is Walker. Walker will turn the hand off, first man through. They'll bust out to the big man, Nathan Christian. He'll rumble ahead for about 6-7 yards.
For Port Angeles, gain of 8 on the play.
8-yard gain on the play. Second down and short now for Port Angeles.
Sean Hall will be second and 3 for the Riders.
Second down and 3, 7 yards officially on the play. Walker now waiting for the officials to put down the football, waiting for the sideline to get one, apparently. And there they go. They finally get a new dry football. And in the meantime, the flow for Port Angeles is being halted by the officials now talking things over. Final spot the football, 7:12 to go here in the first half of action. Walker now in the line of scrimmage. 4 wide receivers set. Walker will mark out the center down, send the man in motion. They'll turn a fumble, a snap, now hand it off. They'll cut the middle. They're going to get to the outside. He goes. Goes to the outside. He couldn't go all the way to 20, 15, 10-5 touchdown, Port Angeles. A 61-yard run.
Touchdown run for Port Angeles.
61 yards on the play for Port Angeles. No flags are down. And boy, that is hushed the Bremerton night crowd here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. So a big, big run on the play. And it's number 20 has scored, but I don't have a number 20 in my program. So they're going to go for 2. 12-0 Port Angeles. Walker will keep the ball himself down into the end zone. He turns and fires for the 2-point conversion.
For the Rough Riders, Kenny Sewell.
It's 14-0.
The score 14-0 in favor of the visiting Port Angeles Rough Riders.
Port Angeles Rough Riders now have taken the lead 14-0, and the 2-point conversion is good. With 6:47 to go here in the half. But remember tonight, they have to come from behind for the second straight week if they want to win their second ball game of the year. 2 big plays for Port Angeles. This time a 61-yard run. They get them talking things over, getting the troops ready to come back on the field offensively as they turn the football over the nights early. That cost them dearly that trip for Port Angeles. 6:47 to go.
Hanson said kickoff for the Rough Riders.
2 men deep for the Bremerton Knights. Harris will be back. And Thomas Gardner is back as well. Michael Lawrence is back to the far side. Harris to the near side. Here's a kickoff. Try to the near side. That is a big go over the bounds, and it will be another kickoff penalty against the Port Angeles Rough Riders. We give the Bremerton Knights good field position with 6:47 to go here in the second half. Port trailing 14-0. So they call a illegal procedure, a false start against Port Angeles. Football ahead, and the illegal procedure on the kickoff out of bounds and put the ball at the 35-yard line. High formation backfield. Thomason underneath center. Turn a hand off, second down through Kyle Kearney. And there's a fumble on the play. It is picked up and brought back for the touchdown. 35 yards on the play.
Kennedy by number 9, Colin Wheeler, in the end zone for a touchdown. There's a flag on the field.
Colin Wheeler, 35-yard fumble return. We'll see if it holds. Flags on the play at the 35. See if they call it offsides on the defensive line. We'll have to wait and see. The Colin Wheeler picks it up 35 yards for the touchdown. And there is no flag. Oh, goodness. Touchdown is good.
Flag against the Knights. So against the Knights, declined by the Rough Riders. It'll be a touchdown for the Riders.
So it's 20-0. They pick up and wave the blue flag representing prostate cancer awareness. And the Bremerton Knights self-destructing here in the second quarter. Now trailing 20-0 to the Port Angeles Rough Riders. The game to Nate Gillum really had hope that the Bremerton Knights could pull off against two teams that have been rebuilding over the years. The extra point will be attempted to try to make it a 21-0 game. Here's a spot, the boot, the kick is blocked.
Extra point is blocked by the Knights. Score remains 20-0.
David Pierce comes in for the Knights and blocks the extra point. It's a 20-0 ball game with 6:37 to go here in the first half. So the Knights have dug themselves a big, big hole. And it's trailing at just 6-0 after one quarter. Now see 14 points put up here, 14 points rather, put up here in the second quarter by the Port Angeles Rough Riders. Back for the Knights deep. And again, Port Angeles will kick the football off. Twice tonight, the Rough Riders have kicked the football out of bounds on the kickoff. See if they can't keep it in play here. Jesse Hansen, the kickoff for Port Angeles. Here is Sept, and here's the kickoff by Port Angeles, up 20-0. He boot that one to the right side, and again, that will go to the hands and through the end zone for the touchback. And the Knights will take over in their own 20-yard line, trailing 20-0 here in this football game. The crowd was loud and in charge early in this football game. The Port Angeles Rough Riders have taken a little bit of that away from the Bremerton Knights with a couple of big plays. So the Knights now will hand off over the left side. Rough Riders converge on defense. Kyle Kennedy, the ball carrier, nothing doing as the Rough Riders again stingy on defense. But for Kyle Kennedy, gain on the play. Now take it over to the right side. Head out to Kennedy, try to get out to the edge. And swerves and power drives. Andrew Shea on the ball carrier. Picks up about 3 on the play. Nice conversions on defense once again by the Port Angeles Rough Riders. 5:42 to go here in the first half. 20-0 Port Angeles. 5:33 ticking now is quickly. Thomason now will bring the troops to center. They'll send the man in motion. They'll pitch to the near side. They'll hand out the They'll try to get to the outside and is dragged down. But perhaps getting back to the line of scrimmage. Picks up 4 on the play. That will bring up 3rd down for tonight.
Stop for Port Angeles. And the ball is good enough for a first down, Bremerton.
Pardee Siddle just did get enough for the first down as they place the ball at the 30-yard line. So they move the change and the clock will start. 5:09 to go here in the first half. Thomason East Center. Now turn the hand out to Kennedy, right side. Has some blockers, gets out to the edge. He tries to squirm his way through some would-be tacklers. Kennedy will pick up 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 for the night.
2nd down and 4 for Bremerton. 4:50 to go here in the first half. The KidsAppSun.com Game of the Week presented by Prudential Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles home. Free oil changes for life for all new and used vehicles. And of course, you want to get yourself a new Subaru or Triumph Motorcycle. You have to do it Monday through Saturday. They're closed on Sunday for Family Day. Give him center man in motion, hand off to the right side. Michael Lawrence, the ball carrier. He'll pick up 3. 3rd down, we'll call it 2 for the Bremerton Knights. 4:11 and ticking here until halftime. 20-0 Port Angeles on top. Michael Lawrence with the ball carrier in the last play.
Yeah, I think it was.
You see a little cloud of moisture come up from the Bremerton Knights titles. They break that. They hand off again to Kennedy. Sergeant drags the tacklers with him. Drug Colin Wiener along to the right. And Kennedy, the workhorse, will have to be helped up and be a Bremerton Knights first down. Tell you what, Cal Kennedy, or close to a first down. Yeah, then they finally moved the chains. Colin Wiener grabbed on for dear life to Cal Kennedy and was taken along for the ride before he was dragged down, but not before Kennedy picks up a much-needed Bremerton Knights first down, operating under their hash mark. 3:35 to go here until halftime. They'll send a man in motion. The Bremerton Knights fumble on the play. Harris will pick it up. Go to the middle. Bring up to the other side. He can go. 40, 35. Drop it down. On the play. Alertness running the football by G.G. Harris. Again, a fumble on the play. Harris picks it up and sprints through the teeth of the Port Angeles Rough Rider defense. Breaks to the outside. Picks up a first down at the 34-yard line of the Rough Riders. What a big, big play by Harris. They'll march the football now and set it at the 34-yard line. Thomason now to center. High formation, backfield with Kennedy to deep back, hand out to him. Lawrence blocking at the far side, and it's tossed out of bounds like a rag doll. At the far sideline, good pursuit, defense, but a flag will come in, and it might be a necessary roughness called against Port Angeles as the blue flags will come flying halfway across the field. And we'll see what they have to say for the penalty. There's the Bremerton Knights. Hand out to Kennedy. There's nowhere to go, but it's a holding call against Bremerton. 3:05 to go here in the first half. And right now they're talking things over with the team captain for the Port Angeles Rough Riders. like Nathan Christian. Checking in for the Bremerton Knights, Louis Michael Lawrence. A block in the back is a call against the Bremerton Knights. Unbelievable. Moved the football all the way back to the 47-yard line of Port Angeles. First down and 20 for the Knights. There they go. They called a play. Once again, the whistles will blow. And a timeout called by the Bremerton Knights, I do believe.
Timeout called by the Knights. 3:05 left in the first half.
3:05 to go here in the first quarter, first half of action. Right now, it's the Port Angeles Rough Riders on top of the Bremerton Knights, 20-0. You're listening to the Friday night game of the week on KidsOutSun.com, presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. The 3:05 to go. Ray continues though to come down, but more now of a heavy mist. You may see the lights in your computer screen. For the Knights, they started off and boy, they had great field position twice here in this football game. Could not convert on a first and goal. Interception thwarted that drive, and a couple of big turnovers. It is a 20-0 ball game. Port Angeles on top. Knights now with a first down. First down, looks like about 23 for the Knights. They'll send Harrison in motion, pitch the ball to him on their side. Here's the shoot by Port Angeles, trying to squeeze its way through a couple would-be defenders. And in on the tackle was David Woods for the Port Angeles Rough Riders.
Woods was the stop for Port Angeles.
Puts up second down and long. 2:47 to go here in the first half. And I'll tell you what, the stands are packed. And if you look off to our left, the entranceway is packed. Standing room only here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Near Hashmark, Tomlinson barking out the signals. I-format, backfield. Rolls back to pass. Now lets it go deep. Now we'll scare him back to the other side. Tries to spin his way across. Now does. And is finally taken down at the 44-yard line of Port Angeles.
3rd and 19.
Nice job by Tomlinson. Nobody open. Just pulled the football down and tried to run for the first down. Came up short. However, third down and long still for the Bremerton Knights. Call it third down and 19. 1:50 to go here in the first half. Tomlinson barking out the signals. Now we'll send again in man in motion. Returning to take the handoff, go to the far side. Now Smith has jumped on immediately on this wet turf all the way back to the 48-yard line.
Tomlinson slipped down at the 49-yard line.
In on the tackle for the Rough Riders was Kelby Adamich. Now it's fourth down, and the Knights want to punt the football away. And as it's fourth down, and very, very long, the Rough Riders will call a timeout to preserve a little clock with 1:24 to go here in the first half. I'd like to thank Spencer, our cameraman, doing the wonderful duties tonight. And of course, back in the day, was a big star with the Bremerton Knights Pee Wee flag football. Yeah, back in the day. That's Spencer, our cameraman. Coached by yours truly. Hey, what do you know? $1:24 to go here in the first half. And they need action. They want action here in Bremerton. 20-0. They'll need a lot of action to get back here in the football game. 20-0 with 1:24 to go. Here's 20-0, and right now the Olympic Trojans scoring off against Kingston on ISPNsports.com. Our game of the week. Came back here for the KidsOutSun.com game of the week, presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. And there's a punt fumbled by Harris. Trying to get the football off. The ball is up in the air. And it's picked up, deflected, and returned for a touchdown for 30 yards on the play. It is Troy Martin.
Troy Martin with the recovery of the fumble. Laying it back for another touchdown for Port Angeles.
Another fumble by the Bremerton Knights, this time off the snap. Harris fumbled the football, picked it up, tried to get the punt off. It goes straight up in the air, blocked by a Port Angeles Rough Rider. And it was Troy Martin rumbling into the end zone, and this one is turned ugly for the Bremerton Knights here in the first half. 26-0 with 1:11 to go here in the first half of action. I'll tell you what could go wrong for the Knights here in the first half has gone wrong for the Knights here in the first half. They'll try to kick the extra point one more time. Here's the spot, the boot, the kick. It is up, and it is wide. No, it's good. 27-0. Troy Martin on a block punt. Remmelson to the house, and with 1:11 to go. Still, here in the first half is 27-0, and I don't think anybody here in the house expected that from Port Angeles. So a block punt by the Port Angeles Rough Riders picked up and scooped up. And murmuring from the crowd here at halftime, it's with 1:11 to go before halftime. The Knights will come back on the field. Going back deep to receive for the Bremerton Knights will be Terrence Jordan. Michael Lawrence will be a deep man.
Terrence Jordan deep to receive the kickoff for the Knights.
And Port Angeles outplayed in the first quarter, even though they had a lead 6-0, has certainly outplayed the Bremerton Knights here in the second quarter. 21 unanswered points, or 21 straight points, I should say. Knights still have a big goose egg on the left side of the scoreboard. There's a kickoff coming up. Jordan is back deep. Here's the kickoff, the onside kick. The roll, somebody's got to pounce on it, and somebody finally does. And it's Andrew Shadle jumping on the onside kickoff attempt by Port Angeles. And the Knights will take over on their own 38-yard line. Well, the Knights came back last week. We'll see if they can do it again, trailing 27-0 here in the second quarter. Boy, if they can somehow get something, if they can get something into the end zone here before halftime, that will certainly ease the pain. And certainly make the job in the second half a little easier. Here's a head up in the middle. Here goes go! Kyle Kennedy! 25, drop back at 20-yard line.
21-yard line, first and Bremerton.
A 31-yard run by Kyle Kennedy. Now with 56.2 seconds left. Just as I said, the Bremerton Knights can get something, anything, before the first half ends. Will be a bonus for Nate Gilliman and company. The clock now starting to move. 48 seconds to go here in the first half. Tomlinson, high formation, Maxfield, forking out the calls. Now will come back to pass. Instead of hand out to Kennedy left side, tries to get to the outside, break point, tackle to Kennedy, and it's stuck. A 3 or 4 yard loss by Kyle Kennedy with 32.3 seconds to go here in the first half.
Timeout called by Bremerton, 32 seconds left in the first half.
Timeout called on the play by the Bremerton Knights, trying to get something on the board before the first half is over. That's Knights will huddle up, and boy, I'll tell you what, they are getting a talking-to on the sidelines, and you can see it on your screen. They're just getting a talking-to, and a good one. We can certainly see the excitement from the fans here at the stadium, and that, it is literally, maybe later on we can get a shot at that, Spence. The people over there on the left side, they are just packing the stadium here. Standing room only. As Kevin to watch the Bremerton Knights are right now a nice try, 27-0. 32 seconds and 50. Back to pass. Thomas then goes to the end line. We threw a wounded duck. Incomplete pass out to the far side.
Pass ball is incomplete, brings up a third down situation for the Knights.
Tried to get the pass off to Marshall Stevens, but a wounded duck with the wet football and just did not get it up on the throw. Incomplete pass. 25.8 seconds to go here in the first half. Third down and 13. The ball on the 25-yard line at Port Angeles. Tom Tilligan will bark out the signals again. We apologize for the faulty noise. They double screen to the near side. Completes it. Out to the near side. Turns Jordan, the receiver. And finally run out of bounds. And that will stop the clock with 21 seconds to go. Believe it or not, gang, for yours truly, Kevin Mack, of course, I went to North Mason High School. I do a lot of broadcasting. This is my first ever broadcast from Bremerton Memorial Stadium, or better yet, my first ever game watching the Bremerton Knights play here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. How about that?
Go Knights!
Back to Patrick Thomas is under pressure, holds on to the football, spins away, so the football, and is swarmed on again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he lost the
no gain on the play.
Here he got back to the line of scrimmage with Thomason. And it will turn the football over to Port Angeles with 12.4 seconds to go here at halftime. Now at halftime, we'll have the camera on for you for the halftime events on the field. Knights will nestle in on defense, and Port Angeles will take a knee, and a flag will be tossed up everywhere. The blue flags representing the prostrate cancer awareness. But delay of game, I believe, called against Port Angeles. They'll march it back, even though they tried to take a knee. And we all know what's coming up next. Port Angeles is going to take a knee, and that will bring us to halftime. 10.3 seconds to go, and Walker will take a knee, and that will do it for the first half. The clock will run out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here at halftime, it's a 27-0 lead. The Port Angeles First Fighters have jumped on top of the Bremerton Knights. 27-0 at halftime.
That brings us to our halftime with the score 27-0.
Well, we hope you enjoy the halftime show. You're listening to the Kitsap Sun High School Football Game of the Week on kitsapsun.com, presented by Princess Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. No, thank you. Good.
Not much to say. Pretty terrible.
I'm going to run to my car if I can. If I wade through all these people, I turn back. Come on back.
The handle put on the show. Yes, sorry. I'm Tim, by the way. I'll make it up Sunday. No, you're mine. Glad you want to sit up here with me now?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the award-winning Bremerton High School drill team as they perform High School Marching Band and Flight Team will be performing tunes from the animation hit Shrek. Tonight, we'll hear Funky Town and Accidentally in Love.
Maybe we should go early. Go home early, maybe.
no weapons. Cal Kennedy's about 97% of their game.
That's the problem. They need the best luck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, if you direct your attention to the scoreboard, it's time for the football shuffle. See where the football lands. It's going to be underneath the helmet. Right now it's under number 1. Watch that helmet. Figure out where it's going to end up. Bets on that game. All right, come back next week. We'll have the football shuffle once again.
I'm moving down here so I can get down there to try to sell t-shirts last week. They were not happy about that. They were flat out rude to her, she said. Them being there selling t-shirts.
All right, nice man. So if you want to catch a little tennis action next week, as long as the rain holds off, Monday at 4 o'clock we have a home match against Squid. Against boys tennis.
Couldn't park there, told us she couldn't stand there. The one lady said, I know Bob told you to do this, but we're not happy about it. Terry said, I don't even know who Bob is. I never asked anybody. I just
The 2011s have finally arrived at Peninsula Subaru. Now's a great time for a test drive and take advantage of low interest rates.
It's almost unheard of. Financing as low as 1.9% on the newly just arrived 2011 vehicles, or 0% financing on remaining 2010 models. Now's the time to buy. And remember, at Peninsula Subaru, you always get free oil changes for life.
Appreciation of our employees and our families. Remember, we are closed on Sundays for Family Day. Great news.
We got a JV start at 5 o'clock, and then the girls' game for girls soccer will be at 6:45.
All right, welcome back to everybody here at halftime here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Well, the halftime festivities has concluded. The Bremerton Knights are waiting to come on the field. Right now the Port Angeles Rough Riders are coming on to the field, to the far side of the field. As you can see, as we span around, packed house here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Port Angeles coming in, and the Warren Avenue Knights Pee Wee football team is on the field, awaiting the return of the Bremerton Knights, who have a lot of work to do. Going to get 27-0 here at halftime. For the Rough Riders, they have still not allowed a point this year. And the Bremerton Knights are going to come back. They're going to have to be the first team to put some points up on the board in a very, very tough and stingy defense of the Port Angeles Rough Riders. And for the Knights, they're taking their time coming out of the locker room, and indeed they'll probably put some more time back on the clock, perhaps, as it's winding down to 4-3-2-1 here before the start of the second half. Little action, Central Kitsap won tonight. Right now, currently over at Silverdale Stadium on the ISPNsports.com game of the week. It's Kingston leading Olympic on our last check, 14-6. So we catch Grady Sanders doing the play-by-play on ISPNsports.com. Turn into the same network for this week in high school football tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And on Monday, you'll be able to catch this replay of the Bremerton Knights. They put a couple minutes back up on the clock to allow the Bremerton Knights to get back onto the playing surface as they come down, weighted by the band and the Warren Avenue Knights Pee Wee football team. And people here at Bremerton High School at a packed house only, standing room only, waiting to see what the Bremerton Knights have to offer in the second half. And the Bremerton Knights stormed from behind last week to beat Decatur. They beat the Gators. Right now they're taking on the Rough Riders, and it's been a rough way to go here in the first half. Here come the Bremerton Knights. Bremerton Knights now come out. Here to start the second half. And they will lead the field. Got a minute and a half to go before we start the second half of the KitsapSun.com game of the week. KitsapSun.com game of the week is presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. And of course, they're closed on Sunday for Family Day. Well, 100 minutes down to go before we start the third quarter. And of course, once it gets to I believe over a 30-point lead, maybe 30, 35 points, I can't remember from last year, but they will continuously run the clock. Now for Bremerton, they need to put some points up on the board to stop that from happening, but I tell you what, it's not been the Port Angeles Rough Rider offense that's been the problem. It's been the Bremerton Knights coughing up the football and the very, very tough Port Angeles Rough Rider defense scoring the points. 3 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken, by the Rough Rider defense here tonight. 2 touchdowns offensively and 2 touchdowns defensively for Rough Riders. And well, nonetheless, they come up big. Fumble recovery and a block punt recovery for touchdowns. 12 minutes back on the clock. The captains are on the field. The Rough Riders will receive to start the second half of football action here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Kitsap is a winner tonight. Kingston right now over Olympic in their last check, 14-6. There's Brady Sanders calling the action from Silverdale Stadium in the luxury suite. Nice now will come on the field and head up around Nick Gillen, the 6th-year head coach, stating this week that the rebuilding process is about over. The final grains of sands have drifted through the hourglass, and it's time for the Bremerton Knights to compete. All right, now trailing at 27-0, awaiting the start of the second half of action. Port Angeles Rough Riders, they're just going, hey, let's go. They're on the field. The Knights have yet to take the field. They'll finally, here they are. Knights will kick off to start the second half. Two men back deep for the Rough Riders. Cody Sullivan, one of them. And a big heavy mist you can see coming down from the sky at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. And the Knights will have to kick off from there.
The second half of the penalty on the Knights. Trying to get back on the field on time. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. They'll be kicking off from the 25-yard.
So they heard by the public justice announcer, they did not come back. They were getting their, you know what, chewed out in the locker room. And guess what? They don't get back on the field on time, and they're assessed a penalty. They have to kick off from their own 25-yard line. End over end kick. Will land, be taken on the 22-yard line. Up across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Finally spun down at the Knights' 42-yard line.
Corner with a return for Port Angeles down to the Bremerton 43-yard line. Kennedy with the stop.
Nice return. And the Rough Riders would take over on Bremerton Knights territory to start the second half. They'll take over on the 33-yard line. Back in shotgun formation for the Rough Riders is Keno Walker. 3 wide receivers set now. Going motion now with Sullivan. A handoff. Middle. And they'll give it to the big bruising running back, Nathan Christian, who powers his way for about 8-9 yards. There's Christian for a big gain. Second down and 1. We'll call it for Port Angeles. Knights in the blue and gold, the gold pants, navy blue socks, blue jersey, gold letters, gold helmets. Digging in defensively on the Knights. Walker out of the shotgun again, puts the man on motion, turns the hand off their side, and the runner trying to break tackles. Hands off.
Kennedy with the stop for the Knights. That's close to the first down mark. Looks like it'll be a little short.
And a little short of the first down.
For the Riders.
Walker went over to get the play from the sideline, the far sideline for Port Angeles. Coming to the near side, Ian Ward. Wide receiver split to the far side. Walker working on the shotgun. Nathan Christian, the deep back. 3-4 defense shown by the Knights. So hand off to Christian. Fumbles the football. It's come forward. The Bremerton Knights trying to have the football. And Looks like the Rough Riders may have got the football back.
4th and 4 for the Rough Riders.
4th down for Port Angeles in Bremerton Knights territory. Christian fumbled the football and was able to get the football back. A lot of tugging and pulling underneath the pile. For a moment, it looked like the Knights may have jumped on the football, but they did not. Shotgun formation, 4th down and 4. Rough Riders going for it. 9:48 to go. A handoff. Walker will keep it himself. Try the left side. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing for Keenan Walker. Andrew Shado makes a stop on Keenan Walker. First down for the Knights, taking over now in good field position. Just shy of their own 40-yard line. We'll call it the Bremerton Knights 38-yard line. Shot, a quick count by Sullivan. Fumbled the football as Kennedy. He'll pick it up and it's swarmed on in the backfield.
Kennedy on the run for the Knights.
Now Kennedy will lose about 3 or 4 on the play. And this, the rain here tonight is causing havoc with that football. Everybody's dropped a slippery pigskin. That time Kennedy could not hold on. Kingston on top now of Olympic, 21-14 in the second quarter of action. 9:01 to go here in the third. Hand off for the right side to Kennedy, and he'll power a twister turn and slither his way out to about the 41-yard line. Take about 4 on the play. Third down, we'll call it 7 for Bremerton. 8:37 to go here in the third. Pelvison now brings the troops to center. 2 wide receivers set. Back handoff, deep handoff to Kennedy. Tries the left side. Swarmed on. A flag on the play. And we'll have to wait to see what the flag is all about.
Recovered by Raymond Hopkins.
Had a nice lost the football again, but they were able to jump back on the football. Flag on the play. They blew flag again representing the prostrate cancer awareness here tonight. Every football game, every field, all the way across Washington. And perhaps beyond, tossing the blue flags around when a penalty occurs on the field tonight. 8:20 to go here in the third quarter. And the referees will talk it over. Spencer, our cameraman, doing a wonderful job. Nathan Joyce will be writing the article, kicking it behind me. Catch full coverage in the Kitsap Sun newspaper tomorrow morning. Catch full coverage of highlights from games around the league on the ISP Sports Show tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Seems like the rain's coming down a little harder now, and they're already having trouble holding on to the football. And a lengthy delay here after the flag has been thrown. Right now they're talking over with one of the Bremerton Knights, but waiting to see the initial call. Right now it appears to have gone against Port Angeles. And here's the referee making the call. Like a illegal formation, I believe, called against the Bremerton Knights. Perhaps it's a sideline penalty against Port Angeles. As you see, pointed to the Rough Rider bench. Well, after that's all been figured out, the Knights get the field down with a short third down yardage opportunity here. Thompson turns hand opportunity to lead back. Tries right side. Good through. He can go. Kennedy. 5-4-3-2. Kennedy goes over the right side. breaks through tackles, and rumbles to the house. And the Bremerton Knights are the first team to score on Port Angeles this year. So Kyle Kennedy goes 60 yards, I believe, the final total for that touchdown. And after 27-6 game, the Knights have creeped themselves back in it. The extra pointer's up, and it is good, a line drive kick.
Extra point, a little unorthodox looking, but it looks good.
27-7 score here in the third quarter. For the Knights, they came back last week against Decatur, trying to do the same here tonight as they take on the Port Angeles Rough Riders. And they still haven't put the extra point on the clock for tonight. And 10 quarters, and that's the first time that the Rough Riders have been scored upon so far this year. So Port Angeles. Here's Kennedy run one over the right side, and boy, he showed some speed. He was able to break the tackles and slither through for the touchdown. So 8:11 to go here in the third quarter. 27-7 now is your score. And the Knights will kick off. Here's the kickoff. Kennedy kick. They'll take it to the 10-yard line. Oh, Port Angeles. He'll wiggle his way outside. By Graham. And he is snuffed there. And that's where the Rough Riders will take over. Rough Riders will take over on their own 30-yard line. Knights now will have to dig in defensively now, and boy, how big that would be if the Knights can get a stop and come back and get one more in the end zone. We saw the tide change last week against Decatur. Tried to do the same today against Port Angeles. They have dug themselves a big hole, and false start will be called against the Rough Riders. The man moved early. And there's the official call.
The Rough Riders get a 5-yard penalty, first and 15.
And of course, we are not in the press box. We're down below the press box on the Bremerton side, and occasionally we'll have a pole get in your way, so we apologize for that. Nothing we can do about it. If we move it, the press box will fall down. So Port Angeles now will step up the center. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Keaton Walker. They'll try the right side and dragging some tacklers with him.
On the carry for Port Angeles, gain about 5 yards back to the original line.
It'll be
second and 10 for the Riders.
running back, number 20.
Matt Nolan, friends, on the stop for the Knights.
Matt Nolan in the tackle. Of course, the roster I have does not jive with some of the names and the numbers for Port Angeles. Nonetheless, Keaton Walker out of the shotgun. Second down and 9. They'll turn it and hand off to the side. Dropped to the backfield. And tossed down is Keaton Walker. Kyle Kennedy on the tackle for the Bremerton Knights. 7:12 to go. So a loss on the play sets up third down and 13 for Port Angeles. Pound, Chetty defense. Walker out the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Little one will join them, 3 wide receivers set. Walker back to pass, turning pressure, and it's stuffed back to the 19-yard line. Deidre Harris in on the tackle. out for the Bremerton Knights.
Situation back on the 19-yard line for the Rough Riders.
And that will be a punting situation, a big loss on the play. DJ Harris, the first one to slip through, and the Bremerton Knights inspired here in the second half have stopped Port Angeles. So big sack by the Bremerton Knights, 27-7 now, and the Knights look to get the football back in great field position.
Number 80, Terrence Jordan.
Terrence Jordan, the deep man, back for the Knights. Like Harris, the up man. Here come the Knights. Almost got to him, a short punt. We'll get a Port Angeles roll and go across the 50-yard line. Knights will take over the 47-yard line to start the drive with 5:43 to go here in the third quarter of play. Well, the key for the Bremerton Knights now is they can score quick and get another touchdown up on the board. That can set and make the fourth quarter a big, interesting match here tonight against Port Angeles. The whistle blow, now we're set. Thomason handled it, carried up the middle again. He'll be on the right side. He could go. There's Kyle Kearney running over the left side. For Port Angeles. A big stop, Kyle Kearney. Now a force for the Bremerton Knights here in the second half.
Kennedy, 195 yards and 26 carries.
26 carries, 195 yards so far for Kennedy. The fumbled snap by Tomlinson. And it'll be second down and 10.
Snap for the Knights. Off the one on the play, recovered by
Kearney's looking to approach the 200-yard mark. 195 yards for the big man for Bremerton, Kyle Kennedy. Missing Sabian Perigo tonight. Here to head out to Kennedy, deep back. Try a right tackle. And picks up 3 or 4 yards on the play. Third down for Bremerton. It's nighttime is what the time it is up on the scoreboard. Flashing the north end of the end zone. Thomason, I format backfield. Fox at the signals, down goes back, head on the Kennedy right side. Headed out to Shado, right side, gets a good block. And Kennedy will stiff arm a would-be tackler and over the right side. And will step out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Just short of the first down. The fourth down, the Knights will go for it, I'm sure, trailing by 20, 27-20. The Rough Riders now with dig in defensively. Fourth down and 1. Again, I format backfield. Quick count, hand out to Kennedy. A power drive that pushes way close to a first down. And boy, it depends on the spot.
Kennedy on the run for the Knights.
It appears he just may be short, but depends when they spot the football. Looks like it's right at the 25-yard line. They're going to call for a measurement. Official timeout. They'll bring out the chains. Perhaps. But a Bremerton Knight is hurt on the play. Face down. Right on 25-yard line. Gives us an opportunity, however, to thank the sponsor, the Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles, home of the free oil change for all new and used cars. That is Peninsula Subaru, Triumph, and Motorcycles. And they'll send to the injured player who's not quite sure who it is. Kearney approaching the 200-yard mark. Here in the third quarter, 4:24 to go. As darkness fallen, I'll tell you what, darkness has fallen, and so is summer has disappeared away from Kitsap County in a hurry, gang. As we've had a nice couple weeks of 90-degree weather, that was it. And now it's raining, and it looks a lot like fall. And fall means football, and that's where we're at right now, Bremerton Memorial Stadium. And a nice hand for the player who gets up. Still can't quite see his number. And
Olympia up 20 to 10 on South.
Olympia right now has doubled up the score on South Kitsap, 20 to 10. And looks like Kyle Kennedy is the injured player. Oh boy, how big is that for Bremerton Knights? They lose him.
Felix has a no-hitter through 6.
Bears playing Boston tonight from Safeco Field, and
Back in the action, the
King Felix a no-hitter through 6.
The Rough Riders are on a 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Here comes Port Angeles working out a shotgun. Keita Walker, lone setback in the backfield. Now he might be changing the play as Walker. Now it's turning hand off. Been in the backfield. And a fumble on the play. It was Nathan Christian with the football. He was slammed in the backfield. The ball popped loose. And looks like he was able to jump back on the football. But a flag on the play. So Felix Hernandez with a no-hitter through 6 for the Mariners. South Kitsap trailing 20 to 10. Kingston up over Olympic Trojans. Central Kitsap routes Shelton. Here we are, 27-7. Port Angeles on top here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Hand off to their side. Walker, no, keep the ball himself. And it is grabbed by the jersey. Down to the ground. A quarterback keeper. TJ Harris sit on the tackle. As Matt Noah also in for the Bremerton Knights. With 3:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bremerton Knights need a stop. 3rd down and long. Man goes in motion as Sullivan. Walker out of the shotgun. Rolls back the pass. Looks left side. The pass complete to Sullivan. Gets away and is pushed out of bounds for a big gainer. Just short of the 1st down. Pick up about 18 on the play. 2 yards short of the 1st down, 4th down. And a man down now for the Rough Riders on the 25-yard line. And the injured player, it appears to be William Gordon. He's going to make his way back to the huddle. Now he's going to run off the playing field. And time stopped, 2:51 to go here in the 3rd. Kevin Mack here with the KitsapSun.com Game of the Week. And again, there'll be a stop at the play, and as the Rough Riders will call timeout. With the injury, they were running out of time with the play clock, just flat out call timeout. So 2:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 27-7, Port Angeles on top of the KitsapSun.com Game of the Week.
Kingston up 28-14.
Here's an updated score at halftime. 28-14, the Kingston Buccaneers over the Olympic Trojans. And boy, life without Larry Dixon, not quite going so well for the Olympic Trojans. Of course, you know, Larry Dixon had a lot of help with Blake Johnson and a few others paving the road for Larry Dixon, who surpassed Ryan Cole with the West Sound rushing record last year that we were actually lucky enough to broadcast last year on ISPSports.com. Or if you want to catch out some of the Kingston Olympic game, you can go to ISPSports.com and catch the ISP Sports Show tomorrow. Right here to KitsapSun.com Game of the Week, presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. There's the punt by Port Angeles. End over in wobbly punt. They were caught and watched it bounce to the 40 and finally rolled in at the Bremerton Knights 24-yard line.
and 10.
The Knights will take over on offense, trying to get themselves back here in the football game. Starting at 27-7.
We'll go down about the third quarter.
The rain continues to come down, and right now it's raining on the Bremerton Knights parade. I have the Kennedy right side. Tries the right side, and it's pushed out after a modest gain, maybe a yard or two for Kyle Kennedy. Kyle Kennedy approaching, and maybe perhaps has surpassed the 200-yard mark for tonight. Kyle Kennedy and Sabian Perigo last week put up big numbers, 7 touchdowns, I believe, between the two last week. You can see the rain let up. You can see the cloud over the top of the players. Again, they're trying to hand off. They hand off to, I believe, Kennedy. He'll just do not go down.
Lawrence on the carry for the Knights, gain of 3 up to
Actually, it's Mikey Lawrence, the ball carrier. As you can see, maybe perhaps in your TV screen or your computer screen, the cloud above the players from the breath that they've been exuberating makes a little cloud above the players coming from the huddles. You can see it there. A very humid night. They head out to Kennedy and they rumble ahead about 2 or 3 more yards.
2.5 on the play to be 4th down and 2 to go.
We'll call it 4th and about 2 or 3 for the Knights to see if they'll go for it. With 1:10 remaining here in the third. And maybe they changed their mind. Looks like they might just try to punt the football away. Trying to rely perhaps on a wet football to jar it loose and get the football back deep in Red Fire territory seems to be the plan. To punt the football away is a little snap. Harris will get the football off. They'll balance at the 40 and roll across the 30-yard line and finally roll dead at the 29-yard line.
We'll take over with a 1st and 10, 24 seconds left.
Nice punt by Deidre Harris. Now the Knights will have to try to pry the football away deep in Port Angeles Red Fighter territory and see if they can't get a quick score. Seems to be the plan. Not a whole lot of room up here in the stands. So Port Angeles will dig in. And still, shotgun for Keena Walker. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the near side. Walker behind the pole. Will roll out and look to throw deep. Throws to the near side. And they make the catch.
Pass reception to number 20, Ken School. Noel with a stop for the Knights. Gain of 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5.
So the catch made on the play. And a nice catch. So move the change, 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 on the plays. This might be the final play if they get it off in time. They will not. That's the final play of the third quarter as we reach triple zeros.
This is the end of the third quarter, 27.
12 minutes left here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. The Knights will have to come back of comebacks, trailing it 47-7 to Port Angeles.
We have 26 minutes left of battery. I might have to make a quick game.
So the 12 minutes popped up on the clock. It's a race against time, I'm telling you, in the fourth quarter. If we do lose you, folks, it just means our battery could not keep up with the rest of us here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. And if we do lose you, feel free to go to ispnsports.com and check out the remainder of the Kingston Olympic game. It's turns out to be a dandy over at Silverdale Stadium. Grady Sanders calling the action. I'm Kevin Mack for the KidsOutSun.com game of the week. That's presented by Princess Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. So they swap sides. Port Angeles now going from our right to our left. A big cloud of breath looming over the players on the field. Walker on the shotgun, back to pass. Time play, ball he had a receiver wide open. Tried to get it to Ian Ward. A little touch pass, incomplete. It'll be third down and 5 for Port Angeles. Walker tried just to flow it over, but once again, you can see the cloud looming above the players, and it's all breath from both teams. It appears to be fog, but it's just breath. Fog breath. Walker back to pass, rolls to the near side, looking deep. Trying to get the ball out to the near side. Again, Cody Sullivan had 2 receivers in the same area. And Keenan Walker couldn't complete it to either one. And now 4th down and 5 for the Rough Riders. Well, the Huskies take on Nebraska tomorrow. That's going to be a big key game from Husky Stadium. Felix still tossing a no-no through 7 innings to play against the Red Sox.
Playing the Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers.
Got 8 strikeouts, only thrown 72 pitches.
8 strikeouts, 72 pitches tossed by King Felix against Texas. My bad. And the Texas Rangers have owned Felix Hernandez this year. He's getting some redemption now with Felix Hernandez. He's not had the best of years against Texas, at least this year. Well, no through 7 for King Felix. Come on, Felix. Port Angeles, shotgun formations. Here comes Young, lifts up a punt. High punt into the fog. Dropped by Jordan, and now recovered by Terrence Jordan. And I'm sure he perhaps lost it in the fog breath above the field. That's unnoticed. You can see it in your screen, folks. It's if you pan up a little bit, Spence, you might be able to see a little bit of that light. Yeah, you see that, folks? That's fog breath for both teams. Nice job by Spencer Cameron and former East Bremerton Eagle back in the day, TV football. Coached by yours truly, and Grady Sanders is doing the action on ISBNsports.com. Here's a shotgun now, going back plenty of time now, and they'll complete the pass at the 45-yard line. Thomason fires a strike over the middle for a Bremerton Heights first down. So a big game by Tomlinson. Nice now work out the shotgun, no huddle offense. Back to pass. Now get under pressure. Tomlinson steps up in the pocket. Sideline was out to the right side. Wiggles free. And I'll tell you what, Shittle hit the sideline, lowered his shoulder, lowered the boom on the Port Angeles Rough Rider would-be tackler. That will stop the clock and move the chains with 13 to go. Nice down again, working out the middle of offense. Tomlinson back to pass. Again, plenty of time. He looks over the left side, completes to Kennedy, but hit immediately and dragged down by Cody Sullivan out on the flat on the far side. They'll lose a yard on the play, 2nd and 11. 10:45 and ticking here in the fourth. Knights trying to utilize this no huddle offense and trying to score quick. Now to come out. Opportunity. It's a good block. Nathan Christian is Kyle Kennedy. He must be over 200 yards now. 213 yards on 31 carries. For Kyle Kennedy, carrying the load, so to speak, for the Bremerton Knights here today. 10:03 and ticking. Knights with the football, going from our left to our right. Underneath center is Thomason. Quick step drop, puts out to the far side. Gets out to Michael Lawrence. Tries to get out to the outside. Is tossed out of bounds.
This for 3 yards on the play. Out of bounds in the 26.
Hard to tell. It threw him out of bounds in the fog breath. Taking over Bremerton Memorial Stadium. It's not fog, folks. It's fog breath.
Out of bounds for Port Angeles.
Literally, you can almost barely see the players on the field. Reminds me of the old NFL game back in the day. I think it was Chicago and Philadelphia back in the early 90s. Late 80s. 88. But you cannot see them on the field. Here we are. Virtually the same thing here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. Thomason underneath center. Barks out the signal, down back to pass. Goes on the near side, tries to cut it up. And almost gets away, but is sacked for a loss on fourth down. And the Knights will turn the football over. Boy, the Knights lose this football game. They go back to turnovers. Virtually cost them 14 points here in this football game. And they turn it by 20. Young team learning how to win football games at the Bremerton Knights. And a timeout is called on the field. And it's called by Bremerton.
Timeout called by Bremerton.
9:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Knights trailing the Port Angeles Rough Riders 27-7. The Kitsap Sun Game of the Week is presented by Peninsula Subaru and Triumph Motorcycles. Home of the free oil change for all new and used vehicles. But it starts up here at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. A lot happening around the 7th. Felix tossing a no-no in the 7th. Kingston doubling up the Olympic Trojans. Central Kitsap winning. South Kitsap and Olympia battling it out. Here right here, the 7 ball game. Forming right below us, the Bremerton Knights cheerleaders. And now the whistle will blow, and the Knights will dig in defensively, and indeed a turnover here. Shotgun formation for Keenan Walker. Christian slips in the backfield for a loss on the play. Maybe lost a yard or half a yard. Perhaps got back to the line of scrimmage. And looks like he did just barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Did Keenan Walker.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Port Angeles.
2nd down and 10 for the Rough Riders. 9:08 and ticking. Walker again will send Sullivan in motion, and it's like somebody moved for the Port Angeles Rough Riders. That'll stop the clock with 9:01 to go. With the weather the way it is, and the breath fog and covering the field, the rain has let up.
2nd and 15.
And 2nd 15 now for Port Angeles with the false start. And one reason the fog does stick around because it's not raining.
I'm running a Felix no-hitter back.
Well, here's the news from Safeco Field. It's running on their side by Cody Sullivan. Here it is, news from Safeco Field. A home run is broken up to no-no, and Felix Hernandez will not get his bid for a no-hitter. A big run. Sets up now 3rd down and 4 for Port Angeles. Walker out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers near side now. Keeping himself, gets some blockers ahead. 27-7. Kevin Mackey for the Kitsap Sun game of the week. Port Angeles with the football, trying to run some clock. Walker there will set a man in motion. Hand off. Sewell, the ball carrier, on a misdirection handoff to Sewell. Picks up a couple yards on the play, but I'll set it down and along 7 for Port Angeles. Precious time ticking off the clock. 7:16 to go. Walker barks out the signals again. Christian Nolan, man in the backfield. Sewell go in motion. Now blocked for Walker. Pick up about 8 or 9 on the play. We'll move we'll stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains. 6:48 to go.
Just shy of first down will be 3rd and inches for
6:41 and ticking. Walker now will go underneath center. And now the whistle will blow and they'll start action at the 9:45-yard line. And trying to bulldoze his head way ahead on the 3rd and short. I thought he had the first down originally. I don't think he got it on 3rd down.
Looks to be much of a gain. We'll see where the spot is.
He is short of the first down. This Keenan Walker trying to quarterback sneak.
Be short of the first down. It'll be 4th and inches for Port Angeles.
The 4th down. And see if they elect to try to pull off the ice by trying to get the first down, or see if they'll try to kick the flip. Looks like they'll try to just kick the football away. For Bremerton, they could certainly use a return right about now.
Bremerton defense are playing like megafauna out there.
Again, Terrence Jordan back to return the kick.
Number 80, Terrence Jordan.
Gets it down about his 15-yard line. They're waiting to kick it. Will come from the 40-yard line or so, and they're going to punt the football away. Spiraling punt. Will roll out of bounds about the 15-yard line.
Port Angeles goes out of bounds.
Right where Terrence Jordan was standing, and the Knights will take over.
5:29 left to go in the contest.
So Knights will take over here in the 4th quarter. Well, Olympia has done it again. They keep on rolling. They beat South Kitsap 27-17, and they beat the Wolves. Shelton loses to Central Kitsap, and Buccaneers right now over Olympic. Olympia beats South Kitsap. Right now Port Angeles for Bremerton 27-7, and King Felix no has been broken up by a home run by Texas. And the Partridge and a Prairie. All that action. Back to pass down is Thomason looking deep for Deidre Harris. Makes the catch at the 45-yard line. They run him down at the 50-yard line. Nice job by Thomason rolling out to the near side.
We're going to stop recording the hard copy and then keep on the live stream as long as we can. You can say goodbye to the hard copy and then I'll stop it and keep doing the live stream.
Okay, well then we are going to make some changes here right now. We're going to say goodbye to the hard copy, and we will keep it right here.